If you were a drug dealer in Toronto in the 90s and you were on the radar of Officer Darren Cooper of 55 Division, you had a problem. When it came to taking down dealers, Cooper pulled out all the stops. Only problem was, Cooper wasn't interested in arresting you. He was interested in robbing you. Cooper wasn't just a crooked cop. He was a one-man crime wave in uniform. Sadly for Cooper, his reign of terror wouldn't last forever. And eventually, he would find himself hunted by both internal affairs and the underworld. The only question was, who was going to catch him first? By age 32, Officer Cooper was already a 10-year veteran of the Toronto Police Service. But his record wasn't decorated, it was disturbing. Cooper routinely shook down and assaulted suspects, exploited sex workers and racially profiled non-white civilians, targeting them with bogus traffic stops and petty charges. He operated with impunity, using fear and force as tools of control. But behind the shield, something darker was growing. The badge didn't just protect him from criminals, it shielded him from accountability. In 1999, Cooper's descent started to accelerate. He began abusing steroids and got hooked on ecstasy. It wasn't long before he was having dealers drop off drugs at 55 Division. With access to confidential police files, Cooper was able to identify high-level dealers already under investigation. Then, he took things further. He stole police uniforms and badges, outfitting a crew of accomplices to conduct so-called raids on rival dealers. These weren't arrests. They were ambushes and robberies. For years, Cooper ran this criminal enterprise from inside the system, amassing large sums of money, flaunting his authority, and growing increasingly reckless. But the fun wouldn't last forever, and Officer Cooper's downfall began during a high-speed chase when he opened fire on a dealer he was attempting to rob. The incident, of course, caught the attention of the SIU. The SIU had a history of quietly forcing out corrupt cops to avoid public scandal. But Cooper was going to be different. His crimes wouldn't be buried. There would be no quiet retirement. What Cooper didn't know was that his problems went far beyond internal affairs. Word had spread through the underworld. Cooper had burned too many bridges, robbed too many people. The very criminals he once worked with had put the word out. He had to go. The hole had been dug for him. Crews were hunting him down. Cooper was rapidly approaching the end of his story. Lucky for him, fate intervened. On the night Cooper was supposed to disappear, he was arrested by the SIU. Cooper was charged with breach of trust, drug possession, and obstruction of justice. For his reign of terror, Cooper received 9 years in federal prison. He may never have known just how close he came to vanishing forever, but considering the company he'd be keeping behind bars, men he once robbed, framed, and brutalized, he just may have preferred it.